looking, because that was the one oasis we had in Florida, was we went to a very amazing church down there. And I still follow them, and still watch their services online and stuff. And so when we were looking, we were like, hey, we need to find because faith is very important to my wife and I. And we were looking to find a good affirming church. And we just, ran across you guys, just with a web search. And then, we watched just a few services and we were like, hey, this sounds good. And then, the day we came, it was just like, okay, this is a fit. We like this. And so we just like, okay, well, we found our place. And didn't really need to, I watched a few other services, kind of afar at the very beginning, and they're all nice folks, but this just felt like home.
I think I came back the next week in full transparency to see let's see if I can scare him this time. Let's see what we talk about now, and I just kept coming back. I mean, even yesterday, last night, I had another mini, not snap, but big real, this is my reality, and still the amount of, just love, nobody was like, well, you're wrong. They were like, I didn't think about it like that, and I have a hard time opening up to people. So it's also strange for me to just feel like I can, that's a big deal. I'm not sure why I feel like that, because in reality, I know you guys 2 days a week, but I feel safe here, and I don't even feel safe in my own head a lot of the times. So that's really, I think, kept drawing me back.
But yeah, it was most Sundays. It wasn't every Sunday, but I think it started off maybe once a month and then a couple times a month. But it was at the movie theater. The trailer would pull up to the side door, and we bring in all the lights and all the audio equipment and pull things out from under the giant video screen and get things set up. And yeah, from that point on, I feel like we've been part of the volunteer team since the beginning, in every building we've been at since. So we've carried more lights across more parking lots than most people ever have. So, but it's been worth it.
And what roles do you have now?
Mostly, sometimes we bring food, but then I hide in the corner behind the computers doing slides or main sound. So I feel we try to be here every Sunday that we can, because it's just, if we're here, we want to work, we want to contribute, we like how it runs, so it's nice to kind of get to see things multiple times and behind the scenes. So it's nice to be a part of making Hope happen.
Was it hard to learn to run the main soundboard?
Yes, that thing's terrifying. Way too many buttons.
I think you're one of the first women to run sound here.
Yeah, it's terrifying. There's buttons that, light up and move on their own, and people control things from the stage, and it's chaos. It's chaos back there.
I remember when I came in, there was a bunch of plants that were dying. And I was like, can I water the plants? And everybody's like, yeah. And that's when I knew I belonged, because the community was like, yeah, go for it, man. If you want to water plants, water plants. I'm a 31-year veteran of the service industry. I know how to cook. Midwestern comfort food is my wheelhouse. Safe Harbor, I get to apply a lot of my skills. I get to give back. I get to volunteer. It's just the whole giving back. Safe Harbor, I love it. I look forward to it every month. And then we get to serve the people the food. I love that part. And the food, a good meal is just instant gratification. You see the look on people's faces, and the service is kind of that way too. You get that almost that instant gratification of a smile or a chuckle or whatever.
I was nervous just because of past experiences, and I told Mary this. The last time I had asked a pastor if I could be involved in the kids program, they looked scared, and it seemed almost like they didn't know how to tell me no. And I got a lot of reasons for why I couldn't that didn't quite add up. And it was clear that the real reason was that I'm trans. And so I carried some of that nervousness into the conversation with Mary, but she lit up immediately. She was excited. She was like, yes, here's how we can make this happen.